Hey there, it's Cheryl with Sew Glue and Cheryl too. While I'm waiting for people to join, I'm gonna go over to my computer real quick and make sure I can get myself pulled up, get the comments, and then be able to share myself out. It's Cheryl with Sew Glue and Cheryl. There we go. Okay. And I'm gonna share myself out. Okay. All right, T. And so if you're coming in and you're watching, just send me a note and let me know that you're here. We are going to do something with this little cutie patootie, Valentine. Haven't really done any Valentine's crafts yet. And so I thought I would do a quick one with you. It's not going to take long, but I have this cutting, it's real thin wood, probably balsa wood. And I got it at the secondhand store because I bought several of them. So I had multiples and it was only $1. So hello, Carla. I decided to go ahead and use one of these to craft with. And so I pulled this design out of Vintage Roots Digital Design. It's a Lisa Siegel print. And I just thought it was so cute. And I haven't done a Valentine activity yet. I think on the 9th is my next event that I'm on with Craft Events by Julie. And we'll be doing hearts and lace or something like that. So I thought I would come on and do a little bit of crafting because it's been a few days. I have had a crazy month, let alone a week. So I'm just going to use some of my white acrylic paint. I do not need to do this side of it because I am going to cover it with some scrapbook paper. But I wanted to, I'm going to have to paint, to brighten up this a little bit, I'm going to have to paint the back of this. So while I was painting the back of this, I thought I would paint the back of this so that it looks kind of put together. And so I am going to put a little bit of white acrylic paint. It's just Crafter's Collection. It's like a giant bottle that I have had for what seems like ages. I haven't been able to use it all up yet from Hobby Lobby. So I'm going to go ahead and did you get the kids off, the grandkids off? Carla? And then let me know if you have trouble. I have the link saved somewhere. Don't know exactly where I have that link saved for the Telegram, but I do have it saved somewhere. So if you can't use the QR code, Carla, let me know. And I'll go dig out where my Telegram link is. Yeah, and here I am. I'm getting it all over the place. Hi, Kathy. Oh, you did get it working. Fantastic. How are you, Kathy? It's good to see you. I was so glad to see you in the event yesterday when I had a few minutes to join a few of the... Okay, so the QR code worked for you. Perfect. Fantastic. So Kathy, since you're just coming in, I picked this little sweet jobby from Lisa Siegel, doing the Vintage Roots Digital Designs, and I just thought it was so cute. And I haven't done a Valentine project yet. I'm prepared to do a Valentine project for the craft events with Julie that I'm in on February 9th. But, or February 9th, February 6th, whatever that Monday is, in Monday, not next Monday, but the Monday after. I think it's the 9th. But so I decided I was going to come on, and I was having a little bit of crafting withdrawals because it's been such a crazy week. We decided, yeah, yes, it's cold. We just got our first snow last night. So we still have, in some of the shaded areas, we still have the snow, but it was just a light dusting. You guys on the East Coast got usually what we get, and it's like backwards. So I don't know. I don't understand. February 9th is the event. Thank you. Thank you, Carla. Like, I was in like 3 back-to-back with craft events by Julie, and I know I have that sharing heart, so I wanted to make sure that I didn't sign up for all of the events so others could, who would like to be a part of the group, join too. So I decided to give it a break, but then, of course, then you have your crafting withdrawals, right? So I was having some few crafting withdrawals, and it's been like a crazy hot minute of a week. Over the weekend, we went looking at RVs. So we have a Class A gas motorhome. And yes, I love to go camping because I love to just get away from the house. Don't necessarily love all of the extra work that comes with it, but I love getting away from the house. And so our gas rig, I'm going to turn on the dryer for just a hot minute to dry this. Driving the gas rig, it doesn't tow a vehicle. And so because it doesn't have enough horsepower, and so my husband wanted to upgrade and trade it in to get a diesel Class A motorhome. If you're not familiar, so there's campers that you tow behind your vehicle, and there's different grades of those. But then there's also the motor homes or coaches. Everybody has their own terms for them, but a Class C is on like van chassis and or truck chassis, just depending upon what you buy. And they are often smaller, and they're just gas rigs. The one like what we're looking at it literally is like a bus type of, and that's a Class A is like a bus. Almost like a tour bus type of thing. But it has, when you're going down the road, you can go to the bathroom. That's what I like about it, is when my husband's driving and we're going down the road and I have to go to the bathroom really bad because, this old bladder doesn't hold on for long. I end up getting to be able to go to the bathroom while he's driving down the road. Okay, so I have this little gem, and I am going to go in, and I'm going to paint the back of this, because what I'm going to do is on this cutting board, oh, I just stuck my finger in the paint that's in the hole. I'm going to put I have this scrapbook paper. I'm going to put it on here, and I'm going to cover the whole thing because I don't want to try to seam it together. And yeah, a bathroom on board. That's exactly it. And so I'm going to put white on the back of my image. And this is an image from Lisa Siegel at Vintage Roots Digital Design. So I am going to go ahead and go in and just put, I don't know how much is going to overhang because I am going to have to sand it off, but I'm going to go ahead and put the white on the back because I want the image to kind of show through. But anyway, so we were doing research and checking out like different options. And I was prepared. I had to prepare myself mentally, you know, financially in my brain, for this big leap. But that's what we've been doing is, you know, in all of the craziness, we have been working through financing to trade our vehicle in and refinance the new vehicle. We're not wealthy enough to, well, we're not wealthy at all, but we're just not wealthy enough to be able to pay for it all on one fell swoop. And we had some friends with us who decided they were just going to look with us, and they ended up buying one too. So it's been kind of a whirlwind. And so we've been working on trying to get insurance and all of those things worked out for this new RV. Okay. Let me finish putting a little bit. Now I printed this. So I printed this design on some rice paper. And then I ended up tearing the edges on the top and the bottom because, well, you know, I like that. Who is ready for, yes. Our friends are a lot more well off than we are. But they decided that they were going to purchase an RV too. And that was totally unexpected because they were looking, they knew that they thought that they would want one like what we have or what we were going to have. But when we found another one that was very similar to ours, just different color and a little bit newer, they decided to pull the trigger and buy. So they're going through the same process as we are. They just have, it's been many years since they've had a camper. And so we're going to take them out in the spring and kind of show them how to use their RV, set it up. And okay. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to make sure. Okay. I think. I'm just going to go ahead and put Mod Podge down. I'm going to put that paintbrush in the water. Well, if they had purchased it with the same dealer that we purchased ours, we would have gotten a discount. However, they only had the one particular RV that we ended up making an offer on at that location. So the ones that they did show them were not the same make and model. And I'm going to have to, and so another dealer locally here had one that was a trade-in for one that they had sold brand new. And so we went and looked at that with them, and they really liked it. It's just different colors, but same model and a couple years newer than ours. So of course, you know, the newer you get, the more expensive it is. So Chris, oh my gosh, I'm so happy to see you. Boy, you guys haven't been around for a while. I hope you're okay. you and Kathy, and boy, everybody's like had disappeared on me. I was like, where'd my friends go? So I am just going to I'm going to apply the Mod Podge pretty heavily because this is scrapbook paper. And, you all know, I'm like preaching to the choir. Sometimes scrapbook paper has a mind of its own. And I am just going to do, I think this one, oof, this Mod Podge is like nasty smelling today. The brand new one. But it is stink aroma. Anyway, we've got to go. So tomorrow I've got to go to the bank and get the big cashier's check for our down. And then on Friday we go and pick it up. So it's going to be exciting. But Friday, my husband, well, actually tomorrow my husband is going to bring our RV home so that we can clean it out. Because, yes, we have to clean it. It gets cleaned before it goes into storage. But we have to clean out all of the boxes and all of the cabinets and the kitchen and all those things. Okay. I'm going to grab thought I had something because now the paint and the Mod Podge is all over the place. I am going to cut this puppy open. I save, yes, I'm like all of you guys. I save all of these things so that I can reuse. And so I'm just going to put one of these down real quick so that, because I've got Mod Podge and paint on this one, and I've got it taped down to my Lazy Susan, so, all right. That'll keep the paint from getting on the paper. Okay. I think I need a little bit more Mod Podge on the edge here. So it's been a little crazy. Yeah, it's like packing and unpacking. The reason why you get an RV is so you don't have to pack all the time, right? Because I like the fact that I'm able to leave everything in the RV. The only thing that comes out is perishable food items and my clothes, because I don't have enough clothes to leave in both places. Yeah, I'm sure you're not thinking of camping over there. Not right now. No. Oh. But yes, so it's kind of exciting because it's like a new toy kind of thing. But there is a whole lot of little stressful things going on that, because you got to work on getting insurance. And of course, the insurance agent can't just switch the vehicles out for the current policy that you have. They have to get a whole new one, and it's just a whole thing. And it's like, yeah, they couldn't make it more difficult. Okay, so I'm gonna trim. So we've been going through that and trying to deal with the insurance, and I'm sure, so the RV dealer should be able to take care of the plates for us. What we want to do is we just want to transfer the existing plates that we have over, because we've already paid for them, and all we would have to do is pay a transfer fee. So we're gonna see kind of what they can do to maybe save our license plates so that we don't have more money. going out. Okay. So this is where I'm at. And then, so I'm going to try to dry this for a minute. So watch your ears if you're wearing earbuds. So yes, we get a new toy. Not anything we can do with right away, but, and I don't know, I mean, with the lack of snow that we've had, we did get a dusting last night, but that's it. And normally we get lots of inches of snow. It just depends upon, but this time of the year is usually when we get the snow. And we have nothing there. The mountains are like mold. Yes. So yes, we should be able to transfer. We can do that here in Idaho. You can transfer plates to a different vehicle. Idaho is not greedy. Not to say that Louisiana and Virginia and those others are greedy. It's just that they don't have a problem with us transferring plates. So even if you were to buy a new car, you could do the same thing. You could keep your license plates because they have tons of vanity plates around here where people do like their name on their license plates and things. So they allow you to transfer all of those things. Okay, so I'm just gonna, so watch your ears if this really bugs you. I'm gonna use my gator to kind of bring the extra off. And so yeah, we've got a lot going on at the moment, and I'm trying to do a lot of this stuff in between work. My job is, so I work from home. I work for a software company, if those of you, oh, Louisiana is greedy. They don't let you guys transfer your plates there in Louisiana. You have to buy brand new plates every time you like buy a new vehicle or something. Or if you trade in your car, they make you buy new plates. We are very lucky. There's a lot of things that we get to take advantage of. And having the mountains so close is wonderful. But it's a little worrisome because our water tables are dependent upon the snow. I am not in sales, so my title is customer success. So my job is, so I work for a software company that sells software to corporations, but it's all subscription. So kind of like if you had a Netflix subscription, it's kind of like that, where companies then purchase the software on an annual basis based off of the subscription. But what happens is when you buy software at a subscription, and then companies have the option of not renewing in a year, right? And so that created what my particular role, and my job has been around for a lot of years now, since most software companies had transitioned over to the subscription model. So my job is a customer success manager, and what that is basically I work with all of the customers after they've bought our software to make sure, so only the handicap plates are transferred and truck plates, I think are. If you still have an an, unexpired tag on a plate, you can pay the difference between the two plates. Ah, okay. So essentially you can transfer, it's just you have to pay the extra fees. We have a transfer fee, but it's not based off of the value of the vehicle. It's just a flat fee of, I think, $15 or something. It's pretty cheap, pretty inexpensive to be able to transfer. But back to what I do. So as a customer success manager, I make sure those customers after the sale, I make sure that they are trained, that they know how to use all of the software, and that they're happy. If there's any support cases, those kinds of things, those are all things that I have to deal with on a daily basis. If a customer needs assistance and things like that, I'm doing that. I end up being their main contact after the sale. So that's what I do. So I'm not in sales. I do work with sales. I work with the sales team, but I also work with engineering and all kinds of things. So that's what I do. And it's probably like a customer service person, a support person, a project manager, a trainer, kind of all of those jobs rolled up into one job. So I just have to make sure that the customers are happy with the software. Sometimes it's not an easy job, especially when you've got upset customers. Okay. Well, the husband is home. Okay. So, let me see if I can get the last of this done, and then we'll work on putting down our image. And I did pull out some ribbons and things like that. I didn't figure this is going to take super long to craft tonight. But I needed to feed my desire and addiction to crafting. Okay, so, and it looks like I've got a couple edges that are coming up after doing that. So let me glue down my corners again. I'm not going to go over the top of this scrapbook paper because I've had an experience with scrapbook paper that when you go over the top of it with Mod Podge, it really starts to wrinkle really bad. So I don't want to do that. I'm going to try to put Mod Podge on the back of the image and see kind of how that lays. And I think what I'll do, so it's gonna hang over just a little bit. So I'm gonna have to, let's see. That's kind of ends up what we're looking like. But I'm going to put Mod Podge on the back of this. We're going to lay it down and then we'll go from there. Get the rest of the edges done. Oh man, this Mod Podge, it's brand new and it just smells something atrocious. My other Mod Podge did not smell this bad. Woo. Okay. So I managed to get connected with, I know most of you guys are. Thank you, Chris. A great customer communication skills. Well, I would say yes, you almost have to, but at the same time, there are days There are definitely days where they get on my last nerve. And there are some real gems, let me tell you. I have some customers that think that they're my only customer. It's like, I don't understand how you could think that. Okay, now so here we are. And then I'm just gonna sand off the edges here in just a second. So this image came from Lisa Siegel at Vintage Roots Digital Designs. I always want to call her Digital Roots Designs, but it's Vintage Roots Digital Designs. And I really like her designs. She comes out with some really cute stuff. And I haven't done a Valentine's craft yet, so I thought I would do a quick craft for Valentine's Day. Okay, so we got that. Let me get this other side, and then we will be off to the races. And I just had this little, it's a little cutting board that I got very, very lucky when I was digging through the crafting section of the secondhand store, and I found them. Somebody, I think, had hid them because I think that they were hoping that they could come back and get them, but I found them first, and so I grabbed them. But then I got 3 of them, and I paid $1 each. And I'm like, fantastic. It ended up being cheaper than, of course, at the dollar store, right? Okay. Let me see if I can get that. Okay, so there's what we have right now. Okay, so I am gonna, and I don't know if I should go over this image or not with Mod Podge. I'm thinking I probably should, just to protect it, because it's a laser jet, so it shouldn't do too much, but I'm feeling like I need to. Oh, you're taking Sib's spot on Monday? What's the theme? Yes, she has tons of them, and she's actually a real graphic designer too. But she shares them, and she is just a wonderful, she's a wonderful artist. She has some really cute ideas. So, yeah, by all means. And I tagged her on one of my posts too. So if you can't find her, for the rest of you, you can, she's always posting new images that she is designing. Okay, so we're gonna, I got some globs, so I'm gonna try to get the globs out. Okay, so watch your ears. I'm gonna dry this real quick, and then I brought out a bag of different ribbons, and I thought maybe I could put a ribbon maybe around the neck of the cutting board. We'll get the Mod Podge dried, and then we'll. And if you have a printer at home, it's like, oh, Cupid's arrow. Interesting. So it's kind of a Valentine's Day theme too, isn't it? I bet you if you go on to Lisa Siegel's, so when you go on to the Vintage Roots Digital Designs page, if you go over to the right, there is on her page albums, you can like go through her albums to see if she has like any angels or cupids or artwork like that. If not, you could, if you want something like that, then she could, you could send her a message and ask her. She is always very, very willing to help a gal out in the crafting world, if you don't already know her. Okay, so I'm just trying to get this dry, and then we'll pull out. I'm gonna stick that brush in, and I'm gonna close up that Mod Podge because you've seen me do it before. Stick my hands in it, spill it, you name it. I am messy, messy, messy. Okay. It's almost dry. So Cupid's arrow. Yeah, I mean, I guess you could find a Cupid, or I don't know. I guess it depends upon how close you want to stay to the theme. Still a little. Yeah. Okay. I think we're dry now. Okay. So let me get this out of the way because, I've been known to stick my arm in the whole plate too. So I ended up pulling out, and I just threw them in this bag because I didn't have any other place. So I pulled out all kinds of ribbon. We're going to see if we can't decide what kind of bow we are going to do. I do need to get the bow dabra out. I've gotten to the point where I'm addicted to that bow dabra. Well, hello, Sue. It's good to see you. How are you doing? Are you, I know you're fighting the cold weather over there too in Virginia. How are you doing? Are you trying to stay warm? I am working on, so I have these little cutting boards that I bought for $1 at the, not at the dollar store, but at the thrift store. And then I put on this scrapbook paper, and then I had this little bear image from Lisa Siegel at Vintage Roots Digital Design. So I put that on, and now I'm looking to possibly make a bow. Now I have red, but this does not look like, I mean, the pink, it has pink polka dots in it, but I don't know. I have pink here. I have purple. I have another kind of pink. And I guess the type of bow. Let me grab my bow dabra. Yes, I still keep it in the box. It's just easier for me to store. So do I do a messy bow? Do I do a nice bow? I don't know. Okay. Give me hearts for a messy bow, or see, and I've got red, but I just don't think red is going to work. So we're going to eliminate the red right away. But I have white, I have maroon, I have purple. Oh, I have some XOXO, but I don't know if that's, oh, it's got a pink background. It might work. Okay. So hearts for a messy bow, or thumbs up for a normal bow. That would go up here, kind of at the neck. Sue says messy bow. Okay. And this, I think, is too big. So maybe if I do the smaller ribbon. I don't know that this is going to let me get this out of the way. Okay, so I have some, so tell me if these colors, oh, I need to open up. Everybody wants a messy bow. Okay. I'm seeing the hearts. All right. So this has, oh, it's actually, it looks, well, it's really light. So it looks white, but when you hold it right, just right, it is just a light, very, very light pink on the background. So if I were to do, so I have this maroon with the heart, the XOXO and hearts. I have some of this pink. So let me, okay. So you have the, I have that XOXO. I have this. It has, it's like white flowers, but I don't know if you can see that very well. And then this is just a maroon ribbon that has, I don't know, scallops on the edge. It's kind of hard to see. I have purple, but I don't think purple is going to match that color palette. But then I have this. It's a lot thicker. And then, of course, I have white ribbon. So we can add white ribbon to it. And I have this just pink, kind of like, I guess Michelle Kaser calls it grosgrain ribbon because it's got like that bumpy texture. Let me see if I can get this one open so I can show you guys. This one is, it has a red, but it has pink polka dots. I can't like get it open. Okay. Had to use some help to convince it to come off. All right. So this is red, but it has, and the polka dots are pink. You'll have to take my word for it on that one. So tell me, do you agree with this combination of ribbons? Does this pink polka dot, the red ribbon with the pink polka dots, does that kind of all work together? Oh, you can't really see all of them. And I guess I can put some white in it too. So it kind of end up looking, and I can do more than one. You guys, is that looking, I mean, is that work? I didn't know because it has, trying to find something. I don't have tons of pink. You like it all? Thank you, Carla. I appreciate that. All right, so let me put my twine down. All right, and so I'm gonna, let's take the big polka dotted one, and I'm gonna make loops, but in the end I'm gonna cut them. It's just easier to do that than cutting all of the pieces up front, because then I can just put them in here and then I can cut the loops into a messy bow. The one thing that I've found is that if I do a messy bow, I got to do lots of ribbon so that it kind of fills it out, because that is, I like a full messy bow. I don't like, I have one that I made that I had to learn from that was practically bald. Okay, so I'm just gonna, okay. I'm gonna cut that one off. All right, so let me get this one out of the way. Let's do this. Oh, wait. Let's put the white in between. And we will. So it's Wednesday. What's everybody doing? Well, hi, Teresa. I'm not painting. Well, I did kind of paint, but it was no faces. Sorry. But welcome in. I'm so glad that you're here. I'm glad you found me. I am working on a messy bow right now to go with this little cutie patootie. I had just a cutting, like, I don't know, and I think it's balsa wood or something, but I had that, and I put this little beauty on it. This is Lisa Siegel's Vintage Roots Digital Design, and she had that on her site, and I just thought it was adorable. So, and I hadn't done a Valentine's craft yet. So, okay. So I am going to put that ribbon in. Let's put, and it's one-sided, so I'm going to have to kind of do a little bit of twisting to put it. I'm trying to load up the ribbons so that I don't have a bald, messy bow. Okay. I got to be able to bring it back around. And I'll do this a couple times, and then I'll add the 2 other ribbons, and then we will see what it looks like. Hopefully. It doesn't have wire in it, so it doesn't like to stay. Okay. All right. Let's put the pink down. I got tangles. Got all kinds of tangles. Actually, see if I can push that down a little bit. Do I have a little bit of white that I can? Yeah. All right. I'm going to add a little white in between the X and O ribbon. So it's Wednesday. What's everybody doing tonight? Any exciting plans? Or you guys just trying to stay in? Are they getting the roads cleared for you guys, or? I've heard rumors that they have another storm coming that direction, but I don't know if it's as widespread. Okay, now I'm going to put the pink in. And we may have to give the messy bow a haircut when we're done. Oh, church was canceled? Ooh. I heard there was lots of things that have been canceled most of the week. Are the kids back in school where you're at? Or are they still, is it because of the slick roads, they still off of school? Okay, so now I have the maroon. I'm going to add the maroon, and then we'll put something else on top of it, because the maroon matches, but I don't have too many other dark colors. I guess if I wasn't so, well, I guess there's different ways of doing messy bows, but let's see if I have, so I'll put a little bit more white in here. And then I have a little bit more of that pink, so I might put the pink right on top. I know it's like not super fun. No schools, but it's bitter cold. Yeah. So you're supposed to, it's the cold is still going to hang through the weekend? Oh, how miserable. I am so sorry, you guys. Okay. We're going to use up this ribbon here. Okay. Just going to put the last of the pink, and then I will pull the ribbon out and we'll see what we got. It's going to be a crazy bow. Okay. Okay. Let me try to... Sorry, I got quiet. Trying to concentrate on getting the knot tied. Okay. Let me see if we can... Okay. So now, let's start cutting loops and seeing what we got. Got quite a few different layers of ribbon in here. Okay. So I am just going in and cutting all of the loops that I can find. And then we will take a look at the messy bow. Sorry, I put lots of, you guys, I probably bored you to death. 19 degrees, ooh, a low of 9 this morning. Holy smokes. I didn't get that tight enough. Yeah, that's cold. I mean, we had 15 degrees, so but it didn't get as into the single digits yet. We do typically a couple times, like a couple weeks of the year, we get below 0. That is typically if we have your weather. The weather you guys are having is what we typically have. But today it was up to 39 degrees, I think, if I remember correctly what I was looking at the temperatures this morning. No, you guys are not made for those temperatures. Especially with the crops and things like that down there. The plants are not used to trying to hibernate for the winter. Okay, so we are so close. Sorry, my scissors are starting to get dull because I've been cutting ribbon with them. They're just cheap scissors. Yeah, we can have it back. Well, to be honest, I'd really like it back, please. Can you send it back this way? Okay. I need to get a new piece of twine because it did not tighten enough. And so I am going to try to tighten it a little bit more. And then I'll cut off the other piece of twine. Sorry. I got Mod Podge on my fingers, so my fingers are sticky. And the twine doesn't want to let go. There we go. Much better. Okay. Pull off that extra. Okay. Oops, I found a loop that I missed. All right. Let's see if I can get it to kind of shake out a little bit. All right. It's not doing what I want it to do. And I think I do have like a button that like is a heart button, so I can put at the center, but let's stick this here. Yeah. I don't know. I'm going to have to give it a haircut because it's covering the bear. But it's not looking bad. So unfortunately, the polka dot ribbon got turned around and it doesn't want to. I may have to go back and recreate the bow at a later time when I have time, because you can see when I hold it up, it's like the backs of the ribbon are showing instead of the pretty polka dotted side. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the bow apart and I'm going to layer it like you're supposed to do with a messy bow, and layer pieces instead of trying to do that. Then I can trim it a little bit and attach it. And what I'll do is I'll take a picture of it afterwards. And I don't, I have some tags, but I didn't think ahead of time to dig them out. And I don't want to sit here and dig for them when you guys are here online with me. So do you guys have any, other than safety in the weather, are there any prayer requests? And I know, Carla, I got your family covered on prayer requests, but is there anybody else that needs some additional prayer requests? And then once I get the messy bow fixed, I'll post it and I'll dig out a tag. But yeah, I don't know. I am my worst critic, so I've got to fix the messy bow. But once I fix the messy bow, I think it'll look better. Kathy or Teresa or Sue, are there any prayer requests? I'll give it a second because I know that there's a lag and a delay. Looks like we might have lost a few people. I know watching me make the messy bow was really boring, so I apologize. Thank you, Carla. I appreciate that. Okay. So if it's okay, I'm going to go ahead and pray, and we'll pray for some safety for you guys out in there. Your son-in-law for salvation. Absolutely. You gotcha there, girl. Okay. All right. So if you would pray with me. Oh, dear Lord, we give you the praise and the glory for the opportunity to be able to come together and craft. We just appreciate what you've done for us on the cross. And Lord, we just ask that you bless everyone who has come on to my life today, that they may go off and have you bless their lives on a regular basis, Lord. And we just ask that you pray or that you lay your hands and offer such a special blessing of restoration to Carla and her family, Lord, as we need to be able to restore those relationships, Lord, and help everyone be able to come together and see each other's point of view and with love and grace and forgiveness, Lord. And we just ask that you lay your hands on Kathy's future son-in-law so that he may come to know you, Lord, and that he is has a heart change and a heart posture change towards you, Lord, that he becomes aware of you and that he knows that you are at work in his life, Lord, because he would not have you, if it weren't for you, he would not have met Kathy's beautiful daughter, Lord. And we just ask that you offer a blessing over them as their engagement and help them to step into this marriage, putting you at the center of their relationship for a successful marriage, Lord. And we just ask that you keep everyone on the East Coast safe as they try to venture out in these icy roads in this cold weather, making sure that everybody is staying warm and safe and protected with that hedge of protection that you are able to put over the East Coast, Lord. And all of these things we pray. Amen. Thank you guys so much. Oh, hi, Kathy. Oh, hi, Sib. We were just praying. We were praying out. I ended up, thank you for joining for a hot minute, but both of you, we ended up working on this. I'm going to work on the messy bow because it needs a haircut, but it needs to be kind of reworked a little bit. But I made this. This is from Lisa Siegel, from the Digital Roots, or Vintage Roots Digital Design. So it's Lisa Siegel's image. And I just put it onto a little cutting board. So I created it and added, I hadn't done a craft. Yes, we are, ma'am. I have it on my calendar. So as soon as I get done with my meetings, it will probably be, let's see, you're Central Time Zone, right? So it'll probably be maybe 1:00 your time. I'll send you a text. A lot of it, unfortunately, depends upon my customer calls that I have. But as soon as I get done with my customer calls, then I will send you a text and let you know. So if you're not in an event tomorrow, or if you are, we can try to work around that time. But it's so good to see you guys. And by the way, Carla has her Telegram set up and it's ready to rock and roll. Carla, you can share your link on a post in your page, and you can tag Kathy to it and others to it, or top fans, however you want to do it. My page won't allow me to do @followers yet because I don't have enough followers. I only have like just under 600. So, okay. Thank you. I'll send you a text when I get closer to the time. That way I can give you a little bit of time to get prepared. And if you have earbuds or something that you want to use with your phone, you can put your earbuds in so that we can talk, and then I can talk you through so you don't have to hold the phone up to your head. I can talk you through getting your Telegram all set up. But all right, well, if there isn't anything else, I will talk to you for sure tomorrow, Kathy. And then Carla, we'll schedule some more time to work on like YouTube and those things. I'll help you get all of that set up, so you can save your lives. All righty, ladies, I thank you. I love you guys, and you guys have a blessed evening, and I will talk to you soon.